Hey, this is Reggie Fab coming at you with week 9 of my year of living differently. This week, I wanted to evaluate the first quarter thus far. This year of living differently is all about making life changes. And so, as I go through each week and try some things and see what works for me, it's all about how those will affect my life overall and things that I really can incorporate into my lifestyle. So, I really wanted to look at how I've been doing thus far, what changes have been made in broad strokes, and see where I need to continue to improve in the year ahead. So, the first thing I think that is the biggest difference for me is that I am so aware of what I'm putting into my body. As I have given up wheat and processed food and reduced the sugar that I have and given up soy, I really have to read food labels. And your body is your temple, and I have been trashing my temple for the past several years. And I wasn't even aware of it. I knew that I was eating some things that I shouldn't be eating, but a lot of the things that I thought were healthy just because they were lower calorie have all kinds of chemicals and preservatives in them. You know, food production companies and grocery stores are really concerned about the shelf life of an item, not how healthy it is for you. And so reading food labels and really understanding what you are putting into your body has made a big difference for me. I'm also doing that as far as skin and hair care as well, because things that you put on your skin, I was reading my lotion label and there were still 50 million chemicals in it, where I can just make oils and I can make my own lotions that don't have all of those unnatural ingredients in it because I don't have to be worried about preserving it for shelf lifetime. So really taking care of my temple has been a great lifestyle change for me. The other thing that does is puts me more in tune with how my body feels about the things I'm putting in it. Last week, I was in a position where I wasn't in control of my food. I was staying with someone and they provided the food for me. And I could feel the difference in eating the wheat and eating the processed foods and eating the sugars and not eating as many leafy green vegetables as I normally eat. Where a lot of those signs would have just slipped past me previously, was really aware of how poorly I felt. And so I know it's important, and I'm becoming more in tune with my body and I'm taking better care of it, and that feels terrific. So that's the first big change in this year of living differently. The second is really maximizing the time you spend doing things. I am a person who is busy a lot. But busy isn't the same as being productive. Busy just means you're doing stuff. Productivity, on the other hand, means that you are accomplishing things. And so even as I'm spending time doing some fun things, things I really enjoy, I'm really trying to make sure that I am accomplishing some things in that. So for instance, everybody knows I love Pinterest. I've been pinning things all the time. But I've really been going through and trying to see which pins will improve my life and things that I can learn how to do better or new things that I can try. That has been really great for me. And so I'm trying to be more conscious in pinning things that are helping me achieve my goal of improving my lifestyle. And that's been really productive as well. So that's been good. And then even some fun things. I'm a Scandal addict. I love this show. It's got me going. And so as I have been struggling with a lot of my own fiction writing, I'm doing some writing, even if it's show reviews or little small postings on Facebook about the show. Little things to get me going as far as writing so that I can get past this block and really push forward in what I'm trying to do as a fiction writer. I'm not giving up fun in doing that. I really enjoy the things that I'm doing. I'm enjoying reading books where I'm learning about things that help me accomplish goals as well. So it has been just a slightly different mindset change on the things that I'm doing, but I am far more productive during the day because of that mindset change. The third broad stroke is that I'm writing, and this is really personal for me. I've been a writer my entire life, and generally I write all the time. I keep a notebook with me in my purse in case a great idea comes to me. I have an index card file of various stories I want to write. I have lots of ideas, and I can hear characters, I can see them, and it's not just the voices in my head, but it really is the people on the page coming alive to me. But I've been struggling with, particularly with one story I've been in the middle of for years. And so I've been frustrated. I haven't really understood what's going on with that. And I just stopped writing. And so as a part of this year, living differently, I wanted to write, and I wanted to make sure that I was writing more. So I have still been struggling with this fiction piece. I'm still not 100% sure what it is. I think there are some emotional things that I'm still in the process of unpacking, but I have been writing. I've been on 750words.com, and I've pretty much been writing on that every day. I've been writing other short stories. I've been writing reviews. I've been writing little vignettes, little things just to push forward in the writing. Writers write every day, and I haven't been doing that until this year, and that has felt so good. So even though I'm still frustrated of this block that I have for the piece I'm working on, I feel really good about the writing that I have been able to do thus far. And last, but certainly not least, is letting go of the stress and negative feelings. This has been the biggest health change, I think, for me. I was in the farmer's market with a friend of mine today, and he asked me if I wanted to take the stress test. And I said no, because I'm not stressed. I can't remember the last time I would have said that. And it's not that I don't have things in my life to stress me. I most certainly do. In some situations right now, I have more things that should be stressing me out. But again, it's a mindset change. The things that I can control, I control, and I will do something about them. So I just get to doing them. The things I can't control, I pray about it, ask God to handle that for me, and I keep moving on. But letting go of all those things and people that have been stressing me out, that have been bringing me down, that have not been feeding positively into my life, letting them go, all the difference in the world. All of the negativity and the anger and the resentment and the sorrow, letting it go and, dealing with it, processing it. One of the things that I talked about in a week earlier was about the need to mourn, and because I don't enjoy doing that, I've avoided it, but it also means that you're not dealing with that negativity. You got to deal with it and then be done with it. And so that change has been freeing. It has been so freeing, and I feel so much better. It's just amazing. People tell me that I look happier, that I look like I'm good, I sound like I'm good. You don't sound as stressed out as you used to. And I know that change is true, but it's really just letting go of the stress and the negativity, and it really does change everything about your life, and it's been great. So that's the most important thing that I have done thus far. So that has been my evaluation looking back. There's certainly some things that I need to continue to improve upon. The biggest one being on that list of things that I should do. I have been drinking more water, but I have not been exercising at the rate that I need to. I'm still hating running, but I'm gonna run. I'm still gonna run. The weather's warming up a little bit now, and I'm in slightly hillier country, so the weight is gonna make me work even harder, but I'm going to do it. I've really got to find some exercise means that work well for me and still keep me healthy. So there's certainly some things that I need to improve upon. And so next week is one of those things. So for week 10, I'm going to be looking at compromise. I'm not a good compromiser. I used to joke with friends and say my idea of compromise is letting you have your way about the issues I don't care about. There's some truth in that, and that's not the best way to be. So this week I'm going to be looking at compromises, big and small, and just checking my attitude about it and see how I can improve that. So until then, bye.